What are they called again?
Annulax batteries.
Harbulary batteries.
Oh my God.
I am Groot.
You people have issues.
Of course I have issues. That's my freaking father!
From the beginning, Guardians is about a group of outsiders, and those characters have just spoken to so many people all over the world.
When we see the Guardians at the beginning of this movie, they've been on the Milano for a few months. They're realizing that the surrogate family that they found maybe is more difficult to hold together than they'd envisioned.
We almost died because of your arrogance.
More like because he stole Annulax batteries.
They're called Harbulary batteries.
No, they're not.
I know who the actors are playing the characters this time. I know how to write for them better.
Showtime, a-holes! We find Peter Quill, AKA Star-Lord, in that role, which is the guy who's gonna take care of this band of misfits and be the quote-unquote leader.
He does this all the time.
Working with Chris, it's really just been an absolute pure joy.
I'm gonna act my ass off.
I love it. Oh, my earpiece about to fall off.
And we can always count on him to make us laugh. He's a very positive person. And that all trickles down. When you get number one coming to set who's always in a good mood.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think Chris is a very unique movie star in that he is a combination of being a big masculine guy, but also a very vulnerable guy.
What? Quill was raised by Yondu.
We laid a lot of track in the first movie with Yondu and who he was.
We're just at each other's throats all the time. But Yondu truly cares about this kid.
You threatened to eat me.
That was being funny!
Not to me!
Michael Rooker is the best at playing that type of character. You don't know if he's going to punch you or if he's going to hug you.
He doesn't know you're shooting him. Everyone should know that. He does this all the time.
I have been a fan of Michael Rooker for a long time, and I was happy to find out he is just as twisted as I hoped he would be.
How many movies have we made? This is our fourth movie together.
I forget. You learn to deal with people who are a lot worse than me.
Such as?
I can't think of any right now.
Rooker's kind of like being trapped in a pillowcase with 3 hippopotami.
No! Boy!
You look like Mary Poppins.
Is he cool?
Hell yeah, he's cool.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all!
When we were casting, we would say to ourselves, if we were making Guardians of the Galaxy in the 80s, who would we have cast?
Who the hell are you?
My name is Ego, and I'm your dad, Peter.
So when I got the script, it was like his name was Ego. I said, okay, here we go, because that's what it's about. This guy is an egomaniac.
Celestial like a god?
Small G, son.
Man, when I found out it was gonna be Kurt, I was just thrilled.
When you see Chris Pratt and Kurt interact on set, it just fits, man. It just works.
Get ready for an 800-foot statue of Skeletor and Heather Locklear.
Anything you want.
I am gonna make some weird shit.
And I can't wait to see your weird shit.
Having an opportunity to work with someone like that is sheer joy. I learned a lot from working with him.
I gained a lot more from Chris than Chris gained from me, I think.
I asked him if he'd be my dad in real life, and I'm still waiting to hear back.
Listen, if he ends up being evil, we'll just kill him.
Peter Quill is very clearly in love with Gamora.
Sexual love.
No, I don't.
For her.
No.
He likes her more than she likes him, but not because he's not the one for her. I just don't think she's thought that far.
When are we gonna do something about this unspoken thing between us? Gamora's completely cut off, based largely on her upbringing as a cybernetically enhanced super assassin. It's great working with Zoe. She came totally prepared and ready to rock and roll every day, and she brings a certain sexy sassiness to this character that really no one else could. We got to dance a little bit.
Boy, you need to stop. Come on. Shut up.
I love working with Zoe Saldana. She's like a big sister to me because every time we're doing a fight sequence and say I'm like strangling her, choke me. She like positions me so it looks cool. Nebula and Gamora have always had a bit of a turbulent relationship. Both of them are suffering from pretty severe daddy issues.
I will hunt my father like a dog and I will tear him apart slowly.
It's a story about sisters and Nebula accepting the fact that she loves her sister and about Gamora learning to love. Karen brought it. I mean, she's an exceptional actress. Off screen, she's a total goofball. But when she transforms, it's instant.
It's not ripe.
Drax is sort of the happiest member of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes! Yes! That was awesome!
He doesn't quite understand.
Did you make a penis?
Dude. And he finds everything funny.
She just told everyone your deepest, darkest secret!
Dude, come on. I think you're overreacting a little bit.
You must be so embarrassed!
Dave Bautista, he's an amazing, down-to-earth dude, and he works his ass off. And he's gonna get a lot of laughs.
Drax has some innocence to him. That's the connection he has with Mantis.
This gross bug lady is my new friend.
I'm learning many things, like I'm a pet and ugly.
They get along because they have the same sense of humor.
I liked it very much.
Pom just has this warmth and innocence about her, and she is really in it every moment.
Mantis! Look out!
We have new villains in this film. We have Aisha, who is the head of the Sovereign.
I prefer to make people the old-fashioned way.
Perhaps someday you could give me a history lesson. Even though she feels that they're inferior and disgusting, I think she still thinks he's really good looking.
I think that could be pretty repulsive.
It was a few hours in hair and makeup every day. The gold paint is a process. But as far as Guardians of the Galaxy makeup goes, I think the Sovereign people had the easiest out. I mean, the other day I bumped into Chris Sullivan, who plays Taserface.
Looking tough, feeling tough.
That's gonna be
That's your thing,
mantra.
is it?
That's my mantra. Well, Yondu starts slipping, and a space monster such as Taserface isn't having it.
Time for a change in leadership!
Chris Sullivan does a magnificent job,
Looking tough, feeling tough.
particularly through all that makeup.
I joined because I wanted to see the world's Taserface. But I stayed for the benefits, you know, vision, dental.
I sent word to Yondu's old Ravager buddies and told them what he did.
We have a better understanding of who Rocket is, and he's evolved.
Rocket realizes a lot about how he pushes people away.
And he stole batteries he didn't even want.
In the first movie, we weren't quite sure how much Rocket cares until the end about Groot, but he really is the parental figure in this one.
No! Spit it out! Spit it out! Come on!
We learn early on in this film that baby Groot is different than adult Groot.
Out of the way, dumber, smaller group!
Okay, baby Groot doesn't have the memories of adult Groot. He's a baby.
I'm Groot.
No!
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
Vin Diesel is back playing Baby Groot's voice.
If you speak lines slower, we can speed them up.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
It sounded pretty damn good.
I put a lot into it so I could wear my voice out.
I am Groot.
But I enjoy it.
In movie one, Groot was a muscle for the entire group. In this movie, he's the baby of the group, and everyone feels the need to take care of him. Rocket most of all, but also in their own way, Gamora and Drax and Star-Lord, over the course of the movie, need to grow up and realize that they have a greater responsibility now, and Groot is a symbol of that responsibility.
The primary story here is not the fact that a villain is trying to take over the universe, but it's really about fathers overall and how they interact.
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
This is a story of family, and your family doesn't always have to be blood family. It can be chosen family.
Sometimes that thing you're searching for your whole life, it's right there by your side all along. You don't even know it.
I think it really resonates, especially nowadays, because the typical nuclear family is not so typical anymore.
Family reunion, yay!
And hopefully people will step away from the movie and think, who is that person in my life?
I'm damn lucky you're my boy.
I had a pretty cool dad.
I love that about Guardians. It gives it a very human essence.
The struggle of the Guardians is finding that part of themselves that's able to forgive. And that's something that we all relate to, especially coming from such an odd group of characters. Somewhere inside, we think we don't belong. And that's who the Guardians are for, and that's what they're about.